Président, bonjour.
Bonjour, tu vas faire mal. Bon, tu payes la blague, moi je paye le repas.
Non.
C'est bien. Je suis allée à Bouziques.
Prends du bleu marin. C'est toujours dans cette balade, il y a un second tableau qui est gris. Ben, c'est très simple, il suffit de passer au lycée maritime que je vous ai présenté un peu plus tôt, de faire un pack de conchyliculture et d'acheter un minimum de 2 tables. Il faut au minimum 2 tables pour être conchyliculteur. Le courant fait travailler le coquillage et du coup il grossit plus vite et plus cher il atteint. Elle mange nos petits coquillages, donc nous devons protéger les tables qui ont de petits coquillages contre la dorade. Heureusement pour nous, dès que les coquillages atteignent une certaine grosseur, ils ventilent et puis c'est beaucoup de boulot.
That type of boat, it looks like it's for tourism today. Just gonna pull it up and
Oui,
show you
tu
how
vas
it
être au
goes.
pied au pied. Tu vas avoir l'explicatif. Je te dis que tes collègues, ça va pas leur plaire.
So, welcome in my office. Less laughing in December. Okay, so what you have to know is that the oysters we all do the same. Everywhere, in Canada, in East Europe, everywhere we all do the same brand. La race.
Okay, the race.
The race.
Right.
The same race. The only thing which is changing is the way of doing it. Like our colleague from Atlantic, they work not on boats but on trucks, and they work when the tide is off. They work with the nets, those nets.
Right.
And they work in trucks when the tide is off. Us, we work whenever we want because there is no tide. We work with boats and we work on rope like that. So
You make the tide, you lower it, and then you make.
yeah, sometimes, but we don't do. Okay, the tide is every 6 hours. We don't do that much.
Not
Sometimes we put them off for 1 or 2 days, and sometimes for weeks or for months we don't put them off.
Okay. But sometimes they have to be out of the water. Sometimes you have
Yeah.
to take out of the water.
Yeah,
Okay.
just to muscle up
Okay.
the
the meat.
flesh.
Right.
Yeah,
The flesh.
the-
Right. The flesh.
muscle up the flesh and also when we want to wait for December because then we sell the most in December for the parties for the Christmas, so we wait that they are not too big because out of the water they don't eat so they don't grow,
Okay.
so that's too many why we do that.
Hey, I didn't hear about how many millions of oysters come from here in 1 year or something like that. Do you know?
7,000 tons of oysters, 7,000 tons of
come in
mussels
1 year.
In 1 year, we are the most productive French waters.
Right. Wow. So you said it's the same race. Any oyster you get anywhere, or it's the same race. The ones that you have are the same race. It's just.
Yeah, the way of doing it and
Yeah.
okay, like vignoles, the taste is from the water. We
Right.
call that the terroir.
That makes the
You know,
right, the
the
difference.
vignoles
Exactly.
is from the
Yeah,
earth
it's
and
like wine. It's the
exactly.
It comes from
So the taste
The
is
water
really
makes
different
the
by the
difference.
okay by the way of doing it, but really most because of the water.
right.
Okay, so the problem we all do the same brand, the same race, and this race come from Japan.
Right.
We went to take it in 1960, and from 1960 we do this one. But we don't go every year in Japan. Huh? We make them make babies together.
Right. But you had to get them from Japan because there was a problem. There was a
Yeah,
bacteria
because
that ate.
before we used to do the Portuguese one from Portugal, but after years making babies with each others, it makes a sickness which kill Right now, the sickness killed 40 to 80% of our oysters.
Even now?
Yeah, with the Japanese.
Oh.
But we had that before with the Portugal, the one from Portugal. So we knew, so we did another race. But this race was waiting for us in Sendai. And in Sendai there was the tsunami.
Right.
So right now they are radioactive. We don't took them. So we're still working with the Japanese and the 40 to 80% of mortality.
Okay, still 40 to 60, and the mussels too, 40 to 80% mortality with the mussel, or just
No,
the
just for the
oysters,
oysters.
So they lose 40 to 80.
So what we do, we have to produce more to have
Right.
the same amount.
Right,
That's the
and to
final.
keep the price down.
So you have to know that the oyster is hermaphrodite, comment je dirais ça?
It's a hermaphrodite. There's no
Okay.
male and female.
Hermaphrodite.
It's just they both sex.
Okay, so hermaphrodite. So in June and July, the oyster is milky, you know, and this pocket of milk is the future babies that we call naissant, as naissance like. So they make the babies in July. The pocket of milk explode, and that is the babies, and the babies are floating, and we don't know how to take them from out of the pond to make them on the ropes, right? Because what we will have to do is take off all the water and then take the babies, but we can't.
Right.
But in Atlantic they have the tide, so when the water goes off, they take back the babies directly on the floor.
Wow.
The babies that were
When
floating.
they're like this big, like a pea, a petit pois, right? Even
Nothing.
smaller than a
yeah.
smaller than
You
a
can't
pea.
even,
Smaller than
almost
a
can't even see it.
Wow, it's like almost microscopic.
Exactly. And so what we do, we buy from the Atlantic, the men from Atlantic, of course. But right now, because there is the mortality, they want to keep more, and the rest they said it's more expensive. So before it used to be 3,000 to make a table, one table. Right now it's 15 to 80,000, 18,000. And with and with that we will have 40 to 80% of mortality.
Right.
So we can't work anymore like that.
Did they have this mortality in the Atlantic to 40 days?
Yeah, it's the
also?
same. The
Okay.
brand, the race of this mortality.
Okay.
It's called sa dégénérescence.
Okay.
So what we do, we used to buy them at 1 year old, because at 1 year old we can put them on the rope. Before they are too small.
Okay.
So right now we do what? We work with pool. The oysters take birth in pools, and we buy them at 6 months. 6 months is 4 to 6 millimeters. It's nothing. It's been 6 days that we put them on this basket, and 6 days ago they were so tiny, but
No, they
it grows so fast. Each day I can see. Yeah. Each day I can see the difference. Huh?
Wow.
That's incredible. So we buy them at 6 months. We put them in that for 6 other months. The problem with that is that it's more work, and we are from South. We don't like to work. and of course it takes spots. It takes place. You know. Instead of having that, we have some of that
takes
on
more
tables. You know.
space.
Exactly, more space. And anymore, there is this seaweed
Right.
going on, and if there is too much seaweed, the water can't go through. So what do we do to clean the seaweed? Do you have an idea?
Kasher. No.
I tell you, we are from South. We don't do nothing. We put them out of the water. The sun
it
is
dry.
burning the seaweed. Then we drink a Ricard, and we put them back to the water. So 6 months when we buy it, 6 months in there. They are 1 year old. We take them to the mass. The mass are our companies that I'll show you later. And then we do the hard work. We put them on tables, 5 meters long tables, with une tôle ondulée. Je sais pas
Okay, it's like a
like on
table with a
pond roof. You know the roofs from pond which are like that.
right, like
wavy
corrugated,
roof.
like wavy, right.
And 5 meters of that, and in the back of the wave, we put 2 oysters like that. 2 oysters like that. 1 rope,
Okay.
some cement, and the third one, and he makes that.
Okay, so
Right.
okay.
1, 2,
2, 3.
3, and the cement. In
And it's glued. It's glued with cement.
with cement, exactly.
Yeah.
We let dry the cement for 24 hours, and then we come and put the rope on the tables. I tell you, it's 1,200 rope a table, maximum. We
Right.
can put less. And we put 210 oysters by rope. So that's many work. That's work.
Yeah, that's the hard work.
Yeah. Okay, and then
What's
it's
a jellyfish?
Yeah, but those are not hurting.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But it spent then it spent another year on the rope. After the year, we come with the boat that you saw, you know,
Flat boat.
and there is a machine in the front of the boat, goes on the water and make the rope
Right.
coming on the boat, and on the boat there is a U like that, and this U break
It will break
the
it
cement
off, right.
like when you're eating
Right.
brochette.
Right. Right.
So it's okay.
That's liquidate.
It's breaking it, but after a year, in the pound, look at how it is after a year. And this one is clean. Eh?
Wow.
This one is only
Oh my God, that's clean.
this is
So
only
much weed.
7 months.
Wow.
There's life, huh?
Yeah.
Hurry up for the picture, huh? Because it's
wait,
It's
heavy.
amazing.
Okay,
Heavy?
so we have to clean it. Of course, we can sell it like that. You will sell bulk. So, what we do, we take them to the mass. We have a machine like washer. And then it's not enough. Then we take a special knife, I'll show you. And with that, we clean. And with that, we break the rest of cement. That is cool for you because we sell it by the weight. So we
Right.
can-
Right. That's
we're nice. This is the nice part of us. So
That's true. Oh, everyone sells them by kilo, not by douzaine. Because apparently,
Yeah.
they
Sometimes,
sell
yeah.
douzaine, sometimes.
there is sometimes from dozen.
Right. How many different sizes you make? The number 2, 3, 4, 5.
I shall tell you.
Okay.
So we clean it,
Uh-huh.
and the problem when we clean it like that is that we break a bit that, and we make it stressful. And when she's stressful, she open, and we can't sell it like that. So we calibrate it from 0 to 5.
Okay.
0 are the biggest, but we don't sell 0, we don't sell 5. Nobody wants
Yeah,
that.
too big or too small.
But we calibrate it and we put that in those baskets
Okay.
for only 2 weeks or 1 month maximum, just the time that the conch makes it beauty again.
Okay.
Okay?
So when they go in here, it's already calibrated. So
Yeah,
all
it's
is the
already
same
it's
size.
done. The oyster is done. Just the time for the conch to make it beautiful again. Okay. And then we put that in the wood box that we call Bouziques, and we put the date of the day, and we try to sell it.
There's a lot of
So the date is our date, and we recommend 7 days after the date.
7 days. And you can keep them out of water? You have to put them, keep them in the refrigerator, right? If you
No,
buy-
not sometimes. Some are putting that in refrigerator, some not.
Okay.
There is 2 ways, and those 2 ways are good.
Yeah.
But okay, we can keep them 7 days because when they are closed, there is still water in there, and they survive with this water. Okay. So I think that's it for the. Oh, okay. And the table, which work good, is 10 to 12 tons a table a year. And we produce oysters each time of the year, all the time. Okay, by the mussels. The mussels, we produce them from May to October.
Okay.
And the oysters, okay, the mussels, the babies are going through in March. And the babies, we can catch them with a catcher. That's it. So, We put in March. We put those cartridges by thousand around the table.